Hello and welcome to the first Snooker Extra of the 2016 Betfred World Snooker Championship. Our featured match is a first round all-Scottish affair between Alan McManus and Stephen Maguire. Remember, this is the first session, best of 19 frames. Your match commentators Willie Thorne and Ken Doherty.
One.
It's not a bad little kiss on the blue because it's almost straight into the yellow pocket as we look. Doesn't have to do too much with the cue ball.
Key to get pink or black onto its spot now very, very quickly.
Seven.
Now the black, I think, will still be available into the left-hand corner when it goes onto its spot. Clearly not going to be available into the right-hand corner, but the reds are far enough away from the black spot to be able to negotiate a path for those at some stage.
Fourteen.
Yeah, he could drop the red in and try and land the cue ball somewhere in that circle, but he's got to be so precise. The black still pots
15.
From there. I'd like to get those reds that are around the black spot out of the way and try and get that black open into both pockets. Oh, that's a poor shot.
There's so much margin of error there. Display just stood around the back of the red, Ken, didn't he, to be on the red in the same pocket. Completely miss it.
Oh. Yeah, he'd be disappointed.
Alan McManus, 22.
We didn't expect him to pot that. Just going up for blue.
Thank you. One. Three.
Well, it's an excellent positional shot, but he's left the angle on this red to be able to get back out for the black. Obviously needs the white as far away from the cushion as possible to make the black a lot easier.
Four.
Would have loved that to have been another 2 inches higher. Then it would have been straightforward to get to the two reds just above the black. May have to screw into the three reds now to stay on that black. I say on the red, I should say, to the left of the black. That's why he's digging down deep. Doesn't want to kiss the red that's just above the black. He has kissed it. He's kissed it okay, so that's good. Well played. This was obviously
11.
a frame that a few moments ago
13
Alan
ball.
McManus looked like getting a 40 or 50 point lead. Now he looks like he might lose the frame.
Yeah, I'm watching.
It's funny there, Steve Maguire just asking the referee just keep an eye on this because he's quite close to the red with his cue.
$19.
May have to go for blue here.
$20.
Needs to be top side of it, just about. I'm sure Steve Maguire would have had a quick look at the scores. 15 points ahead now, so
25.
there's 3 reds with 3 blacks. I mean that he won't
26.
need the red that's on the top cushion. No, it's not that difficult, but still it can be a little bit tricky if you're not close enough to it. And that's what the players do, don't they, Willie? They certainly look at the scores, see what many reds, and thinking those few shots ahead.
33.
Yeah, the red is not too bad really to get onto at some stage, but you'd like to leave that one till last, obviously with getting past the winning line.
34.
It's perfect to get onto that red now, but obviously he won't be playing for it. He'll play for the red in open play. Just cue the ball nicely, doesn't he, when he's in full flow, Steve Maguire?
41. $42.
That puts him 39 points ahead, so there'll be no heroics with this red, I'm sure.
49.
Make sure of it.
$50.
Good pot. And that will certainly now secure the frame. You can relax.
We're playing 2 cushions in between pink and yellow to get back onto the yellow. Looks to be just about perfect.
57. $59.
Well, this was a frame that Alan McManus would be a little bit disturbed if he was perfect in around the black spot area and played a really poor black to get onto a red. Got a cannon, missed the red in the middle.
62.
It's cost him the frame. And this is what all you want, is one chance every frame, and you know that if you've had that one chance, you can't think you've been unlucky.
66.
McManus should have scored more heavily than that, but his first frame. Can't expect to pot everything all the time. But he'd just be disappointed. It was a careless positional shot, really, not a bad miss.
$71. $77.
Well, he's not going to bother about potting the black, but a good 77 break from Stephen Maguire puts him into the lead by 1 frame to 0.
Steve Maguire to break.
So second frame, Stephen Maguire getting underway. Be pretty pleased with his effort of 77 in the opening frame. McManus can't afford to miss in the balls. Okay, you don't mind if you get outplayed in the safety department and the player creates an opening through good safety, but when you miss when you're in the balls, it's not quite as good for your confidence.
Thank you, Alan.
Be very disappointed to caught the jaw, but he'd be quite happy that it didn't leave this long red on. That's just the back of the blue there. It doesn't pot, he can't see it. So only a safety shot. Little tap on the table from Stephen there, acknowledging the good safety shot from Alan. No problem at all of hitting it, but he's looking at the 2-cushion escape and trying to glance off the first red of those 3 to the left of the pink to get back into baulk. But of course this goes without saying, can go wrong if you catch them too thick. You leave everything on. So probably err on the thin side first shot. Unlucky. Almost got it perfect.
Bad miss from Alan, but he's been a little bit fortunate. He put his hand up. Say sorry to Steve Maguire because he's covered this red down the right hand side. May be able to play this off the cushion. Try and pot it. Well, he's going to try and play a plant here. Screw back into baulk. This could go anywhere. Oh.
This is an excellent safety shot from Allen. That was tough to hit him so thin. Big target though behind those three colours there, the yellow, the green and the blue, to get the cue ball back in the same position. Playing this red, of course, he'd be free in the black. Just a little bit careful he doesn't push the black onto another red that in turn pushes that red over to the corner. So he's played it slow enough not for that to happen. And didn't catch it quite as he would like.
Good second prize. Possible plan to. I always knew where the cue ball was going to finish up. There's a couple of ways he could play this shot. Possibly play it the slow way, just before the middle pocket, and maybe he could play it that way, but he's going the other way. He's going to try and land the red to the left of the black spot. Doesn't want to go around the back of it.
See Maguire first.
Yeah, this is a shot. Well, he's got a good line from the last shot, so you'd expect him to hit it this time. Well, he didn't want to hit it that way, but it still doesn't look like he's left anything straightforward for Steve Maguire, but you can see his intention already. He wants to bring that black into play. Good effort. Tied the black up though, unfortunately, and the pace of the cue ball just slipped by the yellow, so he's got a shot here, Alan.
Thank you.
Well, he's pushed the red over the corner, but luckily for Stephen, the black's in the way. Maybe time to chance his arm here, Alan. The three reds to the right of the bunch there, the one to the extreme right, will cut by the red that's over the corner. Well, he also feels he can pot it cushion first. I think this will duel. Very, very hard to play it like that.
One.
Well, that was quite a good shot there from Steve Maguire. Managed to force the angle of the red to get it out for the pink. And potting this pink, he might be able to free up the pink spot here as well. He's hoping that it won't spot now, because if it does, it'll be somewhat tied up, so it may go on the blue spot.
7. Eight.
Yes, he probably felt playing it at that pace, he was almost sure to get the cue ball back towards the balk area. But after a couple of kisses, as you can see, it's
Brown ball.
you can see the brown, but I don't think if you're taking the pot on, he'll just leave the cue ball tight on the balk cushion.
Steve Maguire, 8.
That would have certainly been his better choice, a little tight. But after half a chance for McManus if he wants to take it on.
Foul. Steve Maguire, 4.
Looks a little bit bemused on how the cue balls ended up in the corner pocket. Let's have a little look if we can notice anything. Well, I don't see. I mean, he's playing in behind the brown, so just misjudged it.
Well, I'm not quite sure why Steve Maguire has put Alan McManus back in here. He's got the ball in hand. He's got a chance of a pot, and also straightforward safety shot. But why is he put him back in here? Could be a mistake. A big target behind that green. Good shot, but
sometimes in life you get what you deserve, and that's exactly what. I mean, as you saying to the audience there, why did they put him back into play? I mean, even if he'd played the pot and screwed back into ball, I mean, Steve Maguire's got more cue power than probably 85% of the players. So he could have put the dead straight one on, the one that's nearest the black, screw back into ball. I mean, the only thing he couldn't do is put him back in.
yeah, good return.
Foul. Steve Maguire 4.
Nice pot. Nice little knuckle off the angle of the pocket there.
Seven.
Looks like the pink will pot into this bottom right hand corner pocket. Steve Maguire just coming around to have a look at it. So he can drop the red or put the red into this bottom left hand corner pocket, red into the left centre and get on that pink.
Eight.
Plenty of reds in the open here. 28 point lead.
$14. $15.
Doesn't have to worry about the black at the moment. These next to 6 or 7 reds with pinks will be more than enough.
$21. 22. $28. 29.
Just a little under hit, but still no problem with the red at the corner. Pink in the middle available.
Thank you. 35. $41. $42.
Needed an angle on the pink. He's gone just that fraction too far because he'd like to go onto those two reds below the pink in the opposite corner. He's going to have to probably either play a cannon or just run through for the bottom red, one to the left of the black spot. Played the cannon.
48. $49. $55. 56.
Yes, he's done very well here, making this break of 56 and counting, just mainly off the pink.
$63. $69. 70.
Does he have an angle on this red to try and
76.
back out for the pink? Looks a slight angle. Oh, bit unlucky.
Maguire, 76.
But still,
And the
he
frame.
won't be bothered. And followed up the 77 in the first frame with a 76 in frame 2. And now leads Alan McManus by 2 frames to 0.
McManus to break.
And it's time to get a frame on the board very quickly. There's 4 frames before the first mid-session interval. He needs to get a foothold very early in this match. He can't afford to be worse than 3-1 behind. Once again, a little bit disappointed with the break-off. Has he left this red in the middle? I'm not too sure whether he can see it. Don't think he can. completely admitted that safety shot, as you can see with his facial expression, quite bemused on how that red's gone over the middle. Hasn't potted a ball for some 35 minutes.
1.
It is essential
Quietly,
now to
please, thank
get a
you.
50 or above, just to get himself feeling a little bit more confident than he would be at the moment. 22 is his highest break in the opening 2 frames.
Purposely
8.
played to hope for this red into the right centre. Screw back for the black if he wishes. Pink may also pot into the bottom right hand corner pocket.
Nine.
Just judging where he wants the cue ball when he pots this pink. He's just making sure the pink doesn't spot. I don't think it will do. It'll go on the green spot after he pots it, but he wants to be almost straight on the red that's left of the bunch of 6. So you can just drop that in and get on the black again. Looks to be okay. Referee Olivier Martil just putting the ball marker down just to see will the pink spot. Looks a bit tight.
$15. $16.
And it looks like the middle of the 3 reds to the left of the black, just below the cue ball at the moment, will pot into the left-hand corner pocket as well. And that will certainly open the black then into both corner pockets. So decent opportunity here for Alan McManus. He's on the middle one. It's perfect.
$23. $24.
I'd like to be a little bit straighter on this black so he could just play for the 2 reds to the left of the black. The fact that he's got to come on and off the cushion makes it difficult because the red that's directly below the black is going to cause a problem. Not going to get the desired kiss here. This could go wrong. But he's played the double kiss. Has it gone wrong? I don't think it has. I think he's played it okay.
$31. $32. 39. $40.
Much time, just past the hour mark. Nice angle if he wishes to go into the pack here. He doesn't have to. Still a few loose reds available. Oh, wow. Would you believe
40.
it? Would you believe it? He's looking at the black as if he's got a kick there, but I think he just took his eye off the ball. Let's see. Not quite sure.
I've got to be honest, Ken, we didn't detect a kick, did we?
What?
I think he was concentrating so much on getting into the reds.
Well, let's see. May have jumped a little bit, but I'm not 100% sure. But by his body language, it's suggesting that he felt he got a kick. He's not happy. Oh, he's been let off the hook.
Steve Maguire, 1.
Wow. What the relief for Alan McManus.
One.
No, they'd be absolutely delighted to have got back to the table so quickly, having missed that black off the spot. Now looks almost a
8.
certainty to get a frame on the board.
Nine. $14. $15. $22. $23.
Frame more than safe now, so he doesn't have to worry too much. At least
30.
he's got a frame on the board. Now you can settle down. Just be playing the little cannon here off the cushion.
31.
Didn't want to hit the red on the way down. He wants to hit cushion first, then just flick the red. So be playing this a little bit still on the left-hand side. He played straight into it. That was the problem if you play straight into it. That's why I thought if you played it cushion first, it couldn't go wrong. But the frame
38.
more than safe now. he'll be playing it this time. Cushion first. Excellent break so far.
46.
It just shows you what one shot can make all the difference. If Stephen Maguire had gone on to win the frame, having what he thought was a kick, he'd have been sitting there in his chair all this time. But now he'd have forgot about that shot on the black. How fickle snooker players can be.
$54. $55.
This looks a little bit too hard.
60. McManus 60 and the frame.
Well, an excellent performance from McManus. Break of 60 gets him back into this first session. He still trails by 2 frames to 1.
Steve Maguire 3.
So last frame before the mid-session interval.
It's amazing how different two tables can play. You know, I commentated on the first session on the other table, and every break-off, the black was tied up, and no red ever came past the middle pocket when they broke off. I watched the first 3 frames here. Every time somebody's broke off, the red's got past the blue spot, and the black's been open. How can two tables play so different?
Amazing.
Foul and a miss.
It's very short.
Steve Maguire 4.
I don't think Stephen will be putting them back in because it's such an easy target to hit, but he may have a go at this red into the green pocket. Excellent pot. Certainly knocked 3 times, didn't it? Well, maybe more. Nice angle on the green, though. Well, got a round of applause, but he's not on this red. Cue ball is stuck to the pack.
4.
Will be a touching ball, no doubt.
Touching ball.
He used to cover this red here with the... Oh, he's made a foul shot. Yes, he's admitted that, so it's a foul. He may have to play it again, but of course, I'm surprised he played it there, because I don't think he can put this red in.
Thanks.
Let's just keep an eye on the red. Well, I didn't see it at that picture angle, but obviously it did. I mean, Alan wouldn't want to put Maguire back in here, because of course he'd take the red on. I think it's one of those, you just have to take it. I know you're going to career into the pack, but you'd be very unlucky not to come out into open play and be on one of the colours. Things with this, you have no idea where the white's going to end up. But he's left it to Stephen, and there's one thing for certain, he'll be taking it on. Where's the cue ball going to finish? attention or pockets. Now this could be a reprieve for Stephen. If he's left this absolutely straight, he may not be able to get the white into open play, so it may only cost him 1 point.
Just wondering, will he play this shot with a lot of topspin, will he, and try and arc the white but stop it for the black into the opposite corner pocket? Try to force it in using all of the pocket. Not on the black.
Look at kiss the black like that.
And McManus 1.
Just a little bit of movement. The mid-session interval has come earlier than the one on this table, so a few people walking up the stairs. Well, he put all his eggs in one basket there. He knew that if he missed that cut, it would have possibly cost him the frame. As it is now, it could have won him the frame. Excellent pot. Once again, it's one of those where you have no idea where the cue ball's going to end up, knowing that you're going to kiss into the pack, but it's finished perfect. Black very soon will be on its spot, so every colour in open play. You'd expect 60 or above.
6. Seven.
He'll be getting the black back onto its spot here, I would think, because then it makes scoring a little easier. Maybe not playing this red. I thought he was going to play the bottom red of the two. Still played on it.
13. 20. $21. $28.
Just seeing if the red just below that little cluster of 4 will pot in the corner. It looks like it does, but is it nicely on the other one? Doesn't have to play it this time. He was just looking to what angle he would need on the black if that didn't pot. And the way he's played that, I'm not sure he's satisfied with it. If he's not, he can go into the bunch, knowing that the red on the right-hand side of the pink there will pot in the middle if he gets a bad kiss. It's one of those where you can almost risk hitting the right hand of the 4 reds full ball. It won't hurt. Surely on something.
36.
Yeah, red goes into the right centre. He's opened that little pack of 4 reds beautifully. Slight heavy contact there. Just straighten up the cue ball. You see the referee just trying to get a little mark off the black, but just watch the black just jump slightly.
44. $45.
I think on reflection, Ken, I think 3-1's about a fair result should it go that way in a few moments' time, the way this match is panned out.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad a standard. I mean, 77, 76.
52.
Steve Maguire in the first couple of frames, and a 40 and a 60 from Alan McManus. It's taken its time, but still pretty good when they've got in.
53.
You see 95% pot success is pretty good, pretty high for Steve Maguire. Only 84% for Alan McManus.
Hence the scoreline, Ken. That's the difference, isn't it? You've got to be up around the 90 in all departments. Very rarely a match is won over the distance of 19 frames if you don't have a high pot success rate.
59.
Yes, and Alan will be disappointed because he has created chances for himself. He just hasn't scored as well as Steve Maguire any time he's got in, but it was always going to be a difficult game. A tough one to call. Steve Maguire obviously favourite in this match, but Alan McManus is such a tough match player. He's had a lot of success here over the years at the Crucible. So 70 ahead, 59 left on the table. Throw in a little double. Ah, yes, very nice.
58.
Yes, the 3 frames that Stevens won, he's won in 1 visit. So he'll be very pleased with his opening 4 frames. And now can we finish with the
73.
century in this mini session?
74.
Oh,
Steve
well,
Maguire,
that was a shame.
74.
Shame to miss the green, but another 70 break for Steve Maguire. As he takes himself to his interval break, leads by 3 frames to 1.
Mid-session interval over. Alan McManus trailing 3-1. Gets our 5th frame underway. Not too sure whether they both went to the practice room. I think Steve Maguire spent most of his time in the press office there. Pretty relaxed the way he's played. He's played very well. 3 breaks above 70 and taking the 3 frames he's won all at one visit. And that's what pleases you most.
Switch your phone off, please. Thank you. One.
Just slightly the wrong side of the blue, but then he has to screw back 3 or 4 inches and he'll be nicely on this red. The black appears to be available into the left-hand corner, so if he pots this and finishes low on the black,
6.
he didn't have to play with the black this time, he can play for the pink or blue. Didn't hit that well.
7.
This pink now is not a certainty. Obviously played to get the white another 5 or 6 inches into play. That's why he's taking the blue this time. No problem missing the yellow. So you can get onto the reds either side of the black there, to the right hand side corner. Well, this is not very good.
Twelve. Alan McManus, 12.
What a beautiful shot. Fabulous shot. And of course, in potting this black, he'll be free in the black spot area. So if he does get onto the next red after this black, that's another chance to score heavily. There's always going to be the problem when you're kissing into balls, pushing red towards the middle. It hasn't happened this time.
8.
Yeah, a bit surprised the pace he played at. I thought he might have played it a little bit harder and at least get the cue ball out past the reds, because you don't always have the red to the right centre. But just looking at a safety shot now, anywhere. He's got to try and cover the red that's closest to the bottom right hand corner pocket here as we look. Somewhere up near the pocket on the left hand side,
Steve
but
Maguire,
it's not
8.
the greatest shot that he's ever played. He could take this on, Alan McManus, and try and bring the cue ball over across the other side of the table for the black.
Another careless safety shot from Stephen Maguire. There's fairly few in this match.
Play this a couple of ways, try and get it up into the middle of the table, or try and play the slow drag for the black, and that's what he's done.
1.
No, he's played it well, nicely controlled that.
Eight. Thank you. 9.
A little straight on the black.
$16.
That's right, sir. He's on choice of reds in the middle, taking the slightly more difficult one because he feels that surveils a certain position. Oh, good recovery
17.
there.
$22. $23.
Not too sure whether he's exactly straight on this red. He'd like to be straight on it.
29.
Otherwise he'll have to just nudge off them. He should be no problem to get on pink or black with this shot. Looks like he'll have to take the
30.
pink. Must make this chance count. 34 points in front. So 4 more reds, 4 colours.
$36. $37. $43. 44.
Doesn't want to be straight on this blue. May have a slight angle. May be able to just force it.
Played
it well. Let's see.
50.
54 ahead, so black will put him 61. 59 just remaining, but I don't think Stephen Maguire will be coming back to the table.
This all came from that very careless safety shot from Stephen Maguire, didn't it? When he played to just cross double the red, leave it in the middle of the black cushion, miss hit it completely. And it went right over the corner, but he's taken these well.
58.
The first red wasn't easy to get guaranteed position on the black, but since then, top draw.
$64. $65. $71. $72.
Well, if he puts this red, you'd have to say he'll go on and make a century. Good shot.
Thank you. 78.
He's made 202 centuries in his professional career. Turned pro in 1990, Alan McManus. Oh,
78.
well, the commentator's chorus, I'm afraid.
McManus.
Yeah, he just looked disappointed that he didn't want to make a century, but it's still a nice break of 78 from Alan McManus, and he cuts the deficit to 1, but it's still Steve Maguire who leads by 3 frames to 2. So Steve Maguire breaks off in the 6th frame. 9 to play, of course, in the first session. And again, that red has come up past the blue. Quite unusual. We've seen it quite a lot during this session. Definitely pots.
I think this is like listening to Steve Davis.
One.
Has a good angle on both green and yellow. The brown's no good, but he can certainly get into them from the green. Needs to get plenty of side on this, though. Yeah, well done. Unlucky. I remember when he used to throw the chalk up in the air when things like that happened and catch it. He used to do that, didn't he? Throw it in the air and catch it.
Yeah, he did, yeah. And he used to flick the L extension up and down if it didn't work out as well. That was another little idiosyncrasy of Alan McManus. Oh, just ran past the yellow. For all money, it looked like it was going to creep in behind the yellow, but it's left. Possible pot in for this left-hand corner pocket.
1.
Not quite sure what he was intending to kiss into that red and bring the black into play. I think he was trying to get around the back of it. There's two ways you can play this type of shot. If you're brave enough, you can try and play it off two cushions and try and nestle in behind the green. But of course, if you're a little bit short, you could leave a free
Green
ball.
ball.
The other way is to guarantee it off one cushion and just hit it a bit harder. Just like that. Pretty good.
Maguire 1.
Just enough room to cut this red in and miss the cannon on the red just to the left of it. The thing is, if you catch this thick, you're cannon into the red, so you've got to get very, very close to the pot to make sure you get the gap. Oh dear. The old unwanted side routine. And been very fortunate not to let anything easier than this.
Yeah, it's a possible shot on for Alan McManus. If you can pot this red and just bring the cue ball into the red and pink and still be on the black into the right hand corner pocket. Tried it, but unlucky. Just didn't get into the cue ball enough, just needed to screw it back a little bit there.
Gonna have to take it on though, Ken, isn't he? He can't refuse this pink.
Yeah, they're not so difficult when they're that close together. It's, you know, you can see the pocket. Okay, if he misses it, he's going to leave his opponent in, but you'd expect him to go for this pink. He doesn't like it.
Pink ball.
Well, very surprised he's not taking this on. Okay, slightly hampered cueing, but doesn't have anything to do with the cue ball, just to screw it back a couple of inches.
Alan McManus 1.
Just a little look here. If the one just to the right of the pink spot there, he's looking at trying to cut this into the right-hand corner, knowing that the cue ball is going to head back to baulk. So he's trying to play this as a shot to nothing. sent it that well enough. Been a little bit disappointed with the safety play so far in this match, but both players have caught the baulk colours on numerous occasions.
Yeah, well, he's going to have to play a little cannon here, isn't he? Because it's not direct. He can't play the one up the cushion direct onto these. So he's going to have to play a little cannon. There's a little line I've just put in there, just off that red onto the other one. Well, well, that's hard to believe. How did it stay out?
But more to the point, once it has stayed out, how's the cue ball stayed tight on the ball cushion, on the black cushion, to leave Alan no shot? Yes, it looked a certainty, didn't it? He's got choice of pots. He can see the one in the middle pocket and also cut the one that's just the left of the black spot, but neither of them are easy.
I'm not quite sure where if this is quite straight, this red. It's going to be tough enough. He's going to need good cueing. Oh no, he's okay. He cued it very well, particularly off the cushion. It was a decent shot. Now, anywhere with the cue ball around the pink spot, I'll have a choice of reds. To get that black back on the spot as soon as possible. Opportunity here.
Six. $13. 14. $21. 22.
Well, Alan McManus will be absolutely delighted to have got back into this session now. He's having
29.
trailed 3-1. Got every chance here at this visit to level at 3-3, and Maguire's played
30.
2 poor shots and in a safety in the previous frame when he left it with a corner and then missed the plant in this frame.
$37. 38. $45. 46.
Yes, it will certainly be the more match
49.
sharp of the 2 players, because of course Alan came through 3 qualifying games to get here and won them all quite convincingly, so he's certainly going to be high on confidence. Maguire would have been sat at home for the last 2 weeks practicing away.
Thank you.
So 53 points in front, 1 more red needed,
50.
and he'll level at 3-all.
$54.
I'd like to have got a lot closer to this red than he has. This red is not a certainty. You can all see it
McManus,
happening, that,
54. Thank you.
but where the balls are positioned, still strong favourite. Just slightly off the cushion, that you have to hit those absolutely perfect to get that shot.
Yeah, and even more difficult with the rest.
1.
Well, he's brought a red into play, but he's got a difficult black to the corner. Good pot under the circumstances. 50 behind, 51 remaining. It's
8.
wiped its feet a little bit.
$9.
So he needs 2 reds, 2 blacks on all the colours to win by 1 tall order from the position of the 2 reds, of course.
Well, he played the cannon there and missed it. Didn't get enough left-hand side on, but he'll
16.
still take this red on. That is, if he can get onto the black nicely. Looking at the angle he's got, he may be a little bit too straight to risk it. He could play one red onto the other and screw back and play the snooker in behind yellow or green, but I think that's what he might do. He's not going to be playing a potter if he plays a deep screw off the red down the cushion. He'll just cannon into the red. But anything that worries me here, if he plays that shot, he may bring the red he's hitting into, may come right back into the baulk area. So he may decide to take the pot on. No, he's found an alternative. He's not playing that. He's just playing the cue ball back into baulk. Well, that's bounced off the cushion a bit quick. Never had one bounce on the other
Maguire
table
60.
this morning. Can't believe how the two tables can play so different. Just came round to see if they cross doubles on here, but where the red is, it's going to be, well, if he plays it, he's going to do well to get the red back into the middle of the table because it's too thin.
Certainly wouldn't be taking the one off the right-hand side cushion. Definitely wouldn't have been taking that off the side cushion, and I think that's a mistake. It was in a good safe position. Don't forget, Stephen Maguire needs two reds, two blacks, of course. Now, can he see this red? Looks like he can't.
Worth the risk though, Stephen, there. He was needed to clear.
One.
Worth the risk. It's now 3-all.
Eight. Nine. $15. 17. Yep. And the frame.
And Steve Maguire says enough from this frame. So Alan McManus wins the frame. And we're back all level again. It's 3 frames all.
That's exactly how you want to break off like this, isn't there? No problem with the pot. The problem is getting the cue ball. He'd probably have to use the black and then play the white back up for blue or bought colour.
One.
Managed to use the black and virtually put it back onto its own spot there, but unlucky not onto any easy colour.
Alan McManus, 1.
How hard did he hit that? He's just lost his way at the moment, Stephen. He's played a couple of safety shots far too thin. Played that safety shot far too hard. Got to get his concentration back and quickly.
Yeah, good pot. What sort of an angle has he here? Can he bring some reds into play? It's not too bad. It's worked out okay.
8. Nine.
Needs to go, this cue ball. Doesn't look good. Okay, he's got the red. He was trying to get on 2 reds there. Wanted the cue ball to travel another 3 inches, 3 or 4 inches maybe, because he could have this red into the left-hand corner and also the red into the right-hand corner. Potting this red. Well, can he avoid a kiss on the pack here? Yeah, he judged it nicely.
$17.
Yeah, you can get the cue ball somewhere within this circle. Maybe on a couple of reds here. Oh, it was coming down the line, but again, I think it was a slight heavy contact just from the sound alone.
20.
Let's listen to this. See the green just leaving the bed of the table. Still pulling out some decent pots.
Needs to get onto the black very quickly, because playing for bought colours and coming back up the table every time for a red is not easy to break build.
Yes, I left the circle up there, same position again. Well, just a bit short, but he's still okay.
This time, though, he has a chance of getting onto the black.
$25.
And he's stunned that in nicely. And he's got a nice angle on the black now as well. He's done up for the loose red. Doesn't have to go into the reds if he doesn't fancy it this time round.
Probably just noticed there, just caught the red. Now, if he hadn't caught the red, he'd have been dead straight on this red, be able to run through the black.
32.
But the fact he just flicked the red, I mean, it's got a slightly more tricky angle now, so may have to go up for blue. There's a gap in between the pink and the reds to get up for the blue or bought colour. Just coming to have a look at that gap now.
Didn't want the kiss on the blue. Was going up for a ball colour there, and it's a bit straight on this blue. He's swinging around the angles here to get back up for that red beside the black. Oh, it looks pretty good. This is an excellent positional shot. Yeah, well played. Excellent. Great shot.
The positional shot of the match.
Yeah, forced it in with a lot of
38.
top spin, didn't he? Left hand side.
$39.
Let's have a look at this again. Watch him force it in, and the spin off the first cushion. Acceleration of the cue ball, and perfectly on the red. He was 3-1 down, Alan McManus, in this match, and looking a little bit wary. But
46.
all of a sudden, the interval came at a good time, and he's in the ascendancy.
47.
Just got to keep your concentration all the time there. He got down very quickly then. You can see the angle he's got on this black is not good because nothing pots in this pocket apart from the complete outside red. So screwing off the cushion with a little bit of side, just to bring the white into open play. I don't think that's going to get there. That's what I say, you've just got to be very, very careful. You can just cut this in, I think, but I would like to be another 4 or 5 inches
54.
further into the middle of the table. Just one more red needed to take the lead for the first time in this match.
$60.
Good performance this from Alan. For the first 2 frames he looked a bit out of sorts, but once he got a foothold in the match he's played very well.
61.
Both now just got past 90% pot success rate, which is obviously due to the fact that McManus has dominated the last 3 frames. He was down at about 85% at one time. Well, this break hasn't been on a string, but he's not missed
63.
anything. That's the main thing. He's 64 in front, with 59 on. Decided that it was too risky to play the cut, so the break comes to an end at 63. But more importantly, barring snookers, Alan McManus would take the lead for the first time in this match at 4-3. think this little safety battle could help Stephen Maguire here, because he's been outplayed in the last 3 frames. OK, he's not going to range the possibility he got to win the frame with Snookers, but it's going to be hard work. But at least it can just change the pattern. Once again, caught the baulk colours, done that all afternoon so far. Choice now is 3 reds, 3 blacks, and try and leave the red that's behind the pink till last, and then it's such an easy shot to get the snooker. Obviously it all depends on the angles he gets on these next couple of balls, but that's what he'd be in his mind. Try and leave that red till last, the one that's just below the pink.
Didn't get into cue ball enough there. He's still okay, he can still hold for the black. It's a little bit trickier than he would have wished for.
Thank you.
And as you said, well, he doesn't want to get on the red below the pink here. He wants to leave that one till last. So he already wants to pot with the black. And that looks just about perfect.
60.
He's gone too far, Ken. Unless he can get the white up near the middle pocket and then stun him behind the pink. That's what he's looking at now. But he's made it a lot more difficult than it could have been.
$24.
No, he didn't go for that, guys.
Steve Maguire,
he was
24.
playing the snooker. And he's played it pretty well. He's 40 points behind, 35 remaining, so 2 4-point snookers. What Alan McManus doesn't want to do here, doesn't really come into play here, is leave a free ball, but I'm not quite sure where he's going here. He is known as Angles McManus, and so good at getting out of snookers. until now.
Steve Maguire 4.
It was a strange way of playing it, because the green's slightly in the way. I mean, he could certainly hit the red full ball, but he couldn't hit the red on the right-hand side, so he left himself a little bit to do there. Surely playing the one-cushion escape, but he probably felt that he couldn't leave a free ball playing it that way, but there's a big target getting him behind the brown and yellow here as well.
Yeah, you could try this shot now. Try and chip the red onto the ball cushion behind the yellow and brown, and try and get that cue ball behind the black.
Excellent.
Yeah, if it had been behind the black, it would have blocked this right-hand cushion here, and also the left-hand cushion. Much easier to hit off the left-hand cushion, of course, but again, he's got to make sure he gets plenty of distance between red and cue ball.
And that may have been a bonus as well, splitting the brown and yellow up, because Steve Maguire could put a red and a colour, then he could have put another snooker in behind there. Even though he doesn't need it, he was almost getting right back into the frame now. Of course, splitting those two up gives McManus that extra bit of security. Another good safety shot.
He's played it well. Again, straightforward off one cushion, but gotta make sure you get a bit of distance. That's pretty good. Where's the red going? Oh, that's even better. That's even better. Puts his hand up to apologise. I'm sure he's not sorry inside.
Blue ball. McManus 1 and the frame.
Well, another frame goes to McManus. He played very well in that frame. Rates of 63 has taken him to a 4-3 lead.
Quietly, please. Thank you.
That is the only kiss that's no good. This red is available in the middle. Played to hit that red that's available in the middle, not the one that he's just hit.
One.
Not too sure whether the pink will go back onto its own spot and still be available. We'll know after this shot, because the black's had a play, really. As we say so many times, it's hard to win a frame just off blue and bought colours. Let's see where the pink's going to go. I can't quite tell from our common position whether the pink spot's available. Clearly, and the pink's still available into two pockets, so this is a good chance to get a sizable lead. Hard to get a frame winning break from where the balls are.
Eight.
a little shake with the head there. Whether he's not come far enough, I don't know.
14.
Nice. There you can see it's played to get on the outside red and not hit hard enough. So Stephen Maguire, we're pretty pleased that Alan's only scored 14 from that position. Oh, wasn't sure that was a good pot.
15.
15 and counting now. Can you believe it? After an excellent red.
Alan McManus, 15.
Excellent red, he misses that. Does like a head shake these days, Alan, doesn't he?
Yeah, you never shook your head much, did you, Willie? What a let off. You were the king of head shakers, weren't you? You and JP.
Oh, John Parrott was better than me. He could shake a head.
1. Six. Seven.
Well, he's took a risk here. This is not easy by any stretch of the imagination. It's easier if it's tight on the cushion. Obviously, I don't know whether we get the chance to get the camera along the cushion before he plays it. Probably not. If it's tight, you'd fancy him getting it. If it's off the cushion, it's 50-50. Very, very good. Very, very good. Well played.
Well, under the circumstances, excellent pot. You won't see many better than that.
14.
Especially having lost the three previous frames as well, Ken. A lot of pressure on that shot, wasn't there?
Look what he was leaving as well. Should he have missed it? Super shot.
15.
Now, what can he make of it?
Remember, these have all come from
21.
a very easy miss Brown from Alan and split the pack perfectly, but he must have thought he would get another chance where the black was, but what an excellent pot on the black from Steve Maguire a few moments ago.
Thank you. 22.
Reds are still a little bit awkward. Okay, there's a couple of loose ones, but could go into them here if you wished. Yeah, not a bad idea. Not a bad idea to go into them there, even though they were loosely packed, but just clears the
27.
Reds and opens a couple more into play.
You can't get on a colour though, Ken. If you can't see the red he's looking at there, it's end of break really, because the red he's got in the corner pocket is hampered. So unless you can force it round to the right-hand side pocket to play the red and the pink in the middle, it's end of break.
Well, you know something, I thought he was on this red just above the black spot into the right-hand corner pocket. Obviously he's had a good look at it. Can he just get enough of it? It's very tight.
Well, he looks like he feels like he can get enough of it, Ken. Maybe if he plays it with a little trace the left-hand side, it's just hopefully straighten the red up.
Possibly.
We'll get it right. Well, he's decided he feels he can see enough of this red.
Sometimes it's always better to come around and have a look at it from the other end. When they're close like that, it is hard to focus on the object ball itself. Now, what can he do with this?
I suppose he could get the half cut out, as it were, or the extended rest, and pop the red that he's looking at now. So he is trying to cut this in.
Yeah, sure.
It's over 2 minutes shot time now, and he's still no nearer to playing the shot. This is awkward. This has to go in because he'll be leaving a red if he misses it.
Good shot.
28.
You won't like the angle on the yellow. It's a bit straight, so may elect to take the blue. Just drop it in. Oh, well, came right across that.
Stephen Maguire, 28.
He didn't even look comfortable on it, Ken, did he? Because he was not aligned properly. I mean, like you say, I thought he'd just drop it in to take all the pressure off the pot. You cover the pocket if you miss it. But I think he may have got away with it.
Well, now he's on this red into the right-hand corner pocket.
What, through the gap? Is there room?
Yeah, and there's plenty of room through the gap. It's just, I think he's just contemplating
what
is, colour he's going to get on.
One.
Oh, that little nudge on the blue. Didn't want that. May have to take the blue now with the rest. And again, it's added pressure on this shot. Should he miss, he's going to leave his opponent right bang in. Ah, good shot. Good pressure pot that from Alan McManus.
Six.
Just having a look at the score. 7 points behind, so he's going to need those couple of reds that are tight. One tight on the black cushion and one tight on the left-hand side cushion as well.
Problem with this, Ken, though, he's going to have to flick off the red and flick into the pink. and hope he gets on the pink. Always going to be a problem. Now, has he been lucky?
7.
No, but he's got the long blue.
And just look at the red that was tied up on the left-hand side cushion, Willie, is after bringing that into play as well. That was a nice little bonus.
Still can't get onto a colour properly, can he?
13.
Anywhere on the whole wide world but there. Oh, what does that mean? What hand gesture that was, I'm not sure. I thought he made it pretty sprung off the cushion. But that is very unlucky, to be honest. He could finish anywhere on the table and bound to have a pot on a colour. Oh, trick shots with the rest now.
Blue ball.
There's no prize for guessing, not colour. He was going for next there. But this is a little bit tricky. Doesn't want to push this. Doesn't want to push it. Very easily to do. You could play one of these little shots, Willie, where you queue up on the side and you sort of hit it. Yeah, you sort of hit it at the side of the tip. It's almost like you're aiming to miss cue.
But surely he can stretch over it, and you don't have to be behind the shot, do you? Just roll up to it.
Brown ball.
Have we got two little hand picks?
I'm not sure if I hit the white twice there.
Honestly, not in my opinion, no.
No, okay.
Thank you. Alan McManus, 13.
Well, fair play to Alan McManus there. He asked the referee. He said he wasn't quite sure whether he hit the cue ball twice. But the referee said no, in his opinion. But it was quite sportsman of him to even ask the referee that. Let's have a look. Did he hit the cue ball twice? Oh, looked like a bit pushy, but very hard to see with the naked eye, of course. Oh. Oh, wow. What a beautiful shot that was. Just cued this in absolutely beautifully.
And that's a good shot to avoid the cannon on the green, but just a fraction too hard. Unlucky. Played that really well.
7. Steve Maguire, 7.
Once again, catching a ball colour and playing a shot to nothing, or even playing a safety shot. He's done that a few times. Leads by 7 points only. Where the two reds are, though, that 7 points is not a bad lead. That's a good shot, that. The pink's in the way playing the normal safety shot. Thin. So he might have played a little bit thicker to miss the kiss on the pink, but then of course he's got every chance of pushing a red over the corner. That's a good safety shot from Alan.
Could try and play cushion first here, or just roll up to them, one or the other. If he plays cushion first, yeah, good shot. Played it very, very well. Well, funny enough, Alan McManus tried to play the same shot, and what's worse, he's left the free ball.
Free ball.
Oh, you can't believe it. No. Don't think the angle is there, is it? He's just having a look when he pots the blue, because the blue becomes a red, of course. He's just having a look, and he get a nice angle on the brown. Pot the brown, just miss the yellow, past the middle pocket, and try and bring the three reds into play. Almost wants the cue ball exactly where the blue is, but I'm not quite sure where there's enough angle on the brown from there. Could try and pot the blue and get on the blue again, of course. Blue goes back on its spot. Let's see what he decides here.
I suppose the black's a good choice, really, when thinking about it, because of course to pot these three reds, he needs a black on its spot, really, to make them easy. So he can either play one cushion or two, whichever he decides to play, but getting the black back at this end is a big plus. Fractions away.
Quite sure whether that angle was there. And he's put himself in a bit of trouble here.
Steve Maguire, 8.
Well, both these reds are tempters, but both fraught with danger. Very, very well played. A little bit harder would have been better. I can't, once he goes in and out of baulk, get onto one of these two reds. Well, he's looking at going round the back of the brown, which is not a lot of room. You'd think it'd be better going round the back of the green, because that's the better angle to get onto the two reds. That's what he's played now. As long as he avoids the jaws of the middle pocket, he's perfect. Very well played. Excellent shot.
He's got a lovely angle as well on this red. He could pot this red, cannon into the other red, knock that over the corner pocket and still be on the black. Needs to hit it with a lot of topspin. Yeah, knocked it nicely over the corner pocket. Well played.
9.
What a chance this is to pull 2 frames clear another lead, whatever happens going into the final session tomorrow.
Yeah, and this is a frame that would really hurt Steve Maguire because he had a couple of chances to win it. Well, you could drop it in just for the black or try and get up into the middle of the table if you wished.
Thank you. 16.
Someone's phone is going off. Judged that nicely. Absolutely perfect.
21.
Oh, what a steal this is going to be. Maguire led 3-1 at the interval, and as Ken has said in commentary how many times the interval changes matches, he couldn't have dreamt that it was going to change the match so much as this. It's already the longest frame in the match as well, this one. Just coming up to 28 minutes, or 27 and counting. But it looks like it's over
26.
now. 6 points in front, so just brown and blue needed.
$30.
There's a 50 above in every frame by this one. The break is 35 earlier on in the frame. There's a lot more, and we finish with a 41. Alan McManus has 1-4 on the trot. He now leads by 5 frames to 3.
Alan McManus to break.
Alan McManus breaks off in the last frame of the first session.
That's a good safety shot from Alan. He's covered up the left-hand side of the table. So if he's going to get back into baulk, he's going to have to weave through those 5 reds on the right-hand side. Can he hit the outside of this one that's to the left of the black? Oh, hit it very fine. Very good shot, that. May have left a shot to nothing, though. He did leave that shot to nothing. How costly could that be?
Six. Seven.
Just got that a little bit too much side on there, because obviously once you kiss into the yellow, you're only going to be left a thin pot. So 2 cushions, try and get on the one to the right of the black.
I'm just wondering, will he attempt to go into the pack here? No.
Good point, like it, maybe. Where the balls were at second look, I think he should have gone into the pink and reds. Especially now.
11.
Yeah. Pretty straightforward shot. Just cut the brown in just before the middle pocket with the cue ball and try and bring that pink into play, but could be end of break.
Alan McManus, 11.
Oh, that was well spotted. Nice little plant. Well, McManus knocking the red over the corner pocket, one over the centre as well, left centre. He's played that poorly.
Yeah, still not a frame winning chances where the balls are, because pink and black are out of play. The pink's available in the left-hand middle and possibly the right-hand corner, but until he gets one of those in open play, it's going to be really tough to win the frame at this visit. Doesn't want the kiss.
Thank you.
I suppose that's
5.
second choice, blew into the corner.
He's just having a look at the pink here. He's thinking a couple of shots ahead. If he puts the red, puts the pink, he'd prefer if it didn't go back on its own spot, because the red next to the pink will be available into the left-hand corner pocket.
11.
But he's made sure he's left a nice angle on the pink now, so he'll be careering into these 3 reds just left of the pink and trying to bring them into play. Never hit it hard at all. Why didn't he just stun right through them? Why did he hit it so softly? We'll never know.
$17. McManus, 17. Thank you.
How many times have we said this in commentary that Steve Maguire's caught a baulk colour, him playing safe? That must be 8 times at least this afternoon. Alan McManus knows that it'd be a miracle if he comes out of this session 6-3, having trailed 3-1. He's got a little bit anxious there on that last couple of shots. Just trying to be too careful. He's played lots of pressure frames in his career so far, Steve Maguire. This is another one. Always tough to win from 6-3 behind, no problem from 5-4. Oh, his facial expressions tells me that the pink goes on its spot and he's not on this. So what did he play there? It does pot. Albeit a lot more difficult than it should have been. It pot's pretty straightforward. I mean, obviously he's cutting it back into a slightly blind pocket, but you'd expect him to knock this in.
$8.
Well, if there was ever a time when Steve Maguire needed a good frame win and break, it's certainly now.
11.
A lot of work to do, of course. 3 or 4 reds, 5 reds still in the open, but it's a little bunch
12.
of reds around the black that's going to be his problem down the road.
$17. $18.
Wow. He has an angle here.
24.
Try and go into the reds here, maybe bring the black into play as well.
Won't have a lot of idea where the cue ball is going to end up if he does play it at pace, but he may just decide to bring the black only into play.
25.
Well, he'll certainly be happy with that.
I think the red will pass the pink into the corner if he can't get onto it in the middle. But he has an angle to get onto the middle okay, I think. Now this is the key shot, getting on the colour nicely so he can get onto these 2 reds that are probably available. He probably won't play for the black, of course, off this next red.
31.
He's just having a look to see if that red pots. If it does, then that will certainly release the one just below it. And definitely 2 pot, I think we're on the closest to the cushion, just below, directly below the black spot. So I'd love to get the black back on the spot as well. If you can get the black back on the spot, it'll certainly make the 2 reds as closest to the top cushion a lot easier.
$32.
That's pretty good. Now I'm just wondering here, will he take the opportunity to go into the reds, or
If there's a gap between the black going back on its own spot and the other 2 reds, to pop one of those 2 reds, probably not. But if there's not a gap, I think he's going to have to go into them.
put that in?
That's not worked.
$39.
Looks like he's going all out attack. He's going to take this on and go up for baulk colour, try and play it as a shot to nothing. That's always the problem when you're playing that shot. If you get so close,
Maguire,
you don't come away from the
39.
jaws, and that's exactly what's happened. Boy, he hit that well. This is cuttable. Came so close to Maguire to pot in that. How's that not got in? Is it great? Needs a thin kiss. He has got a thin kiss.
One.
That is the most perfect kiss you could ever get.
Six.
Just looking to see if it's got an angle on this red that's nearest the cushion. It doesn't have, so that's why he's having to play the more difficult red. Once again, he'll have to push the black out of the way and get onto the black in the middle or the pink in the middle. He might have played a little bit slower than that. Don't think he's got the angle on the pink to bring the red into play. So blue around the back of the yellow and try and get onto the red on the left-hand side cushion. It's all about avoiding the kiss on the yellow in playing this shot, which he has done. Played with the one on the back cushion, but played it a fraction too hard.
12. McManus. 12.
One point in it. When this next safety shot is played, the other red will be off a cushion. So you'd expect whoever potted the next red would be favourite to take the frame. And he doesn't like playing the red that's nearest the cushion at the moment. Very similar shot to this earlier on in this frame where he played cushion first to make sure he hit the red thin. The only thing he doesn't want to do is hit the red first, because then of course he pushes the red over the corner. If he plays cushion first, he'll be pushing it towards the cushion. Not happy, he doesn't know what to do here. So he's decided to play the loose red that's in the middle of the table, playing as if he's virtually snookered. Well done. Well done. Good shot. Yes, he knew he'd possibly be leaving the red on his hit, but he knew that for Alan to get onto a cull off the red that's nearest the cushion with the black being off its spot makes it a lot more difficult. So good calculation that from Steve Maguire. Okay, he may pot this and get nicely on a killer, but to get on the last red is tough. Goodness me, that was nearer to me than it was the pocket, that one.
Can knock this red up into balk and snooker. Alan McManus on both reds here. Just decelerated on his backswing there, and that's how he's lost the cue ball. I'm not quite sure what he's got enough of this red. You can definitely see the He outside the red, but has he got enough to pot it?
Well, all of a sudden, Alan is really struggling. I think it's the excitement of taking a 6-3 lead against one of the top players in the game. He's got a little bit anxious in the last few shots. Great pot, not a great kiss. Goes without saying, this pink is very missable. I would think he'd be better playing off the cushion than snookering him behind the pink.
That was unlucky, wasn't it? Just another couple of inches off this black cushion. It would have been straightforward, but he missed the red a few moments ago when there was 4 reds left into this corner pocket. Similar shot.
Well, this is really dangerous, isn't it, if he takes his pot on? Well played. He deserves to be on the red. He's not on it, and maybe on it in the middle, but he deserved to be on the red there. That was an excellent shot on the pink. Really was.
7.
No. Oh, I
8.
didn't think it was in. I thought it was going to the far jaw. Have a look at this again. Thought it was just going to the far jaw, but it's a good pot. Now, one good positional shot here from Stephen Maguire. 7 points ahead, so if he pots the black, he'll still need yellow, green and brown.
It's on both colours there, green and black, neither of which are perfect to get on the yellow. It's virtually straight on both of them. That's a lot better shot than it looked.
15.
I'd say this yellow is frame ball. No. Wow. Did he get a heavy
Maguire.
contact?
15. Need it. Need it.
The jury is out. Can Alan McManus screw this cue ball in behind the green? Maybe just leave the cue ball where the yellow is and try and get the yellow down behind the black and pink. He's decelerated again. That's a bit of pressure.
It's amazing what pressure can do to you, isn't it? He's been playing beautifully from the interval, winning 4 frames on the trot with 50 or above virtually every frame. All of a sudden now he's getting anxious and he's almost seeing the winning post too early. Very, very good contact on the yellow, but as you can see, he's not happy with the cue ball. That's a lot better safety shot. Once again, Stephen will be worried about pushing the yellow towards the corner in trying to get the cue ball probably in behind the green there, or that area of the table. May even decide just to push it up and down, just knock the yellow past the middle pocket. And that's a good shot. There's nothing wrong with that. Even though the green's pretty near the pocket, should you pot the yellow, you'd need a good angle on the green to get onto the brown. So this frame has got a little bit more life in it for both players, even though there's 14-point lead for Stephen Maguire.
Well, is this brown a guide to try and clip this yellow into the left centre? Yes, it was. Yes, it was a guide.
2.
This was the shot I was just suggesting here. From green to brown is no certainty. But if he does get on the brown, he could pinch the frame.
Just off to get the little extension. The end of his cue. Now one good pot here. Stunned the brown in. Almost across the baulk line and back for the blue. I'm not quite sure where he'll drop it in. A bit risky that way. Good pot.
9.
And he's 5 points ahead, so he's still going to need the pink and black. And this will hurt Stephen Maguire.
Thank you. 14.
Good pot on the pink. Black for a 6-3 lead. It's there, and what a fantastic clearance from Alan McManus. He was 3-1 down. He's won 5 in a row. And he'll take an overnight lead against Stephen Maguire. He leads by 6 frames to 3.
So it is Alan McManus with the advantage going into the concluding session, which begins at 2:30. We're back at 10 o'clock on BBC Two with further live coverage of day 2 of the 2016 Betfred World Snooker Championship. We'll see the conclusion of the match between Sean Murphy and Anthony McGill. From all of us here, bye for now.